This is Sneaker Years. My name is Levi, and welcome to, I guess, the first actual performance review of 2020. Now, I do have a collection of videos that we're going to be dropping, and honestly, guys, I apologize for not getting these out sooner. It is now the 15th day of the new year, and I've been sick for about 12 of those days. So that sucks, but you know what? Life happens. We're going to get at it. I'm excited to go back to the gym today. Today we're going to be looking at 3 shoes that I have been playing in. I can talk about them. I'm excited. I will be giving you my kind of top 10, top 3, top 5, whatever top videos you guys want to see for 2019 and 20 season. But these 3 shoes, we're going to break it down over 3 episodes, are going to be the top value shoes dropped for the 2019-2020 season. And I think I have an order, but at the same time, these are going to be really good shoes depending on what you're looking for as a basketball player. And they are, you kind of see it behind me. You see the, which way am I? Okay. The Dame 1s from Adidas. The CP3s from Jordan Brand. And these bad boys. Woo! The Dame 6. Now, all of these retail for about $100, but they are all available on discount on many places for anywhere from, goodness, I think $50 in the CP3 in some colorways, and they're getting a little bit harder to find. $60 for the Dame 1, and I was able to get my Dame 6s for about $75, and these have been on a few different sales throughout their release already. So these are definitely sneakers you can pick up on the low and are just really good sneakers, and even for retail. So if you're looking to buy these for a team situation, they're all going to have different positive aspects. So this is the first part of the video, and the one I'm going to talk about is going to be the Dame 6. So let's get at it. All right, as always, we're going to start with fit, and the Dame 6 has been fitting typical Adidas. All of them have been a little bit different, but recently they have been kind of falling in line, meaning Adidas has been running a little bit large, if you want to call it that. But I was able to go with my true size 12 right here. I did not have to go up half a size. I did not have to go down. Now, there have been reports that you probably want to go down half a size if you have a normal or a narrow foot. For me, I have a little bit of space right here at my toe. So, I mean, technically, could I squeeze into an 11.5? Maybe. But as a wide footer, going true to size has been absolutely fantastic. And that's something that rings true for all 3 of these. They're all wide foot friendly for the most part. So that being said, because of the materials, which are, I mean, I can almost squish the shoe completely flat here. If you have a wide foot, you're going to be just fine, no matter if you have a wide toe box, if you have a wide midfoot, if you have a high instep. This is using a more traditional tongue. So fit-wise, what's nice about these, and we'll go into it a little bit too, the materials are rather cheap. There's nothing that shouts like, man, that is a quality material shoe. No, it's a little bit on the cheaper side, but at the same time, you're not spending that much money either, so you almost allow it. It's okay. You're spending $100, in this case, spending $75. I had a commenter said, hey, he spent, I think, 67 or 71. So if you're able to get these on discount, obviously that's going to be the best way. So you can forgive the materials a little bit, just because they do mold with your foot. They do break in very nicely. Durability has definitely been an issue. I think Nightwing himself has had issues. I had someone DM me on Instagram saying, hey, they already had a few rips. So this is not going to be the most durable shoe, but while you're using it, the fit is amazing. It molds to your foot fast, and it's just a really comfortable upper. All right, working our way down to support. That's where this starts to lag a little bit behind the other 2. Now, you do get a nice flat base. It is decently wide. You do have, and let's see, kind of these ripples here. Does it focus there? All right, kind of these ripples. And it does give you a little bit better lateral containment, but at the same time, there's not much of a heel cup, guys. This is, I mean, I can push it. It's, I mean, if I really wanted to, I can bend this down. You do feel locked in, as far as I do like how this is kind of curved in, and it doesn't bother your Achilles at all. I've had an Achilles rupture, so I definitely have a little more sensitivity than maybe most people, and I was absolutely fine. I definitely do generally wear a little higher cut socks though, so if you're wearing low cut, maybe that'll be a bothersome, but not really. It's super soft, and you can literally bend it over. There's nothing really hurting you on that side. But support wise, lockdown is good, lateral containment is good, stability is decent, but where it kind of falls apart is the cushion is on the soft side, and we'll get to the cushion. So it just feels, and I said stability is good. I shouldn't say that. The base is good. The stability isn't. That's you always feel like at any point you could definitely roll your ankle in the shoe. Now it has stood up. It has been great. I have not had any issues whatsoever, but I'm also not that confident, and I can definitely understand some players putting this on, and if you've had injuries, if you are not comfortable in low tops, this is definitely not going to be the shoe for you. This is something that you almost have to trust the shoe a little bit, but I can't tell you that it's going to hold up. There's not much of the materials that are going to prevent you from rolling your ankle. There's not much of an outrigger here. Now, while playing, again, I've had no issues, but the support is definitely the weakest aspect of this shoe. All right, on the flip side, the best aspect of the shoe is the cushion. Now, this is using Adidas's Light Strike, and similar to Nike and what they call their Zoom, there's so many variants of Zoom that if a shoe has Zoom Air in it, that could mean a lot. It could mean absolutely nothing. One of the worst, I guess, culprits of calling a shoe that has Zoom is the Kyrie Flytrap model that has a little coin Zoom pocket right here in the ball of the foot, and that's it. That's all it has. It has foam, but they say it has Zoom Air. That's really weak. And then you have something like a LeBron 16 that has Zoom Max all the way through. There's different levels to this. This Light Strike, holy cow, it was just so enjoyable. It was so much fun. I put it in. It's light. It's just a little bit bouncy. All right, it's not a bouncy ride. This is not giving a lot of energy return, but it has a nice impact protection. But it reminds me a little bit of Lunar. So if you guys have ever played in the Lunar models from Nike, whether it's their older Hyper Dunks or some of the Kobe 8s, Kobe 9s, you're going to have a very similar ride. I also can say, and one of the guys who wrote in said, after you played it for about 2 hours, initially it feels awesome. Towards the end of his run, he starts feeling that impact. And it's just because as you squeeze and compress this light strike, it does lose a little bit of its cushion. So when you play in it, it feels amazing. If you play 1 hour, you play 2 hours, once you start pushing it, it does not as comfortable. Now it comes back, you take it off, you can put it on the next day, or in a few hours you're going to be just fine. But it does compress and feel super comfortable. But again, it kind of goes with the upper. This is not going to be a super durable cushion. Now what's funny about this is when Light Strike was first released in the next level, it was really firm. It was more for court feel. I didn't get any impact protection on that. That was one of those shoes that I just could not play in it in a full run. When I did full sprints, I felt every shock up my body. This was just so comfortable, combined with the upper and the lightweight of this thing just felt like nothing was on my foot, and I just had really thick fatty pads under my feet. Like I was able to just run naturally. It felt super comfortable. You get a lightweight, you get a little bit of responsiveness, so you still feel quick, so it's not too firm. You're not getting any bounciness to it, and it's just a really nice ride. Easily best part of the shoe. All right, so we talked about the worst part. We talked about the best part. Now let's talk about the most controversial part, and that's the traction. Let's take a look here, guys. This stuff is super squeaky. All right, this stuff bites hard, but it was almost religiously 3 to 4 times up and down the court wipe. and I could feel it. So this reminded me of the KD12, where it was predictable, and I was okay with that. I knew I was going to have to wipe. I never once felt I was going to slip. It never once let me down, but it is something that you're aware of. You know it's slipping a little bit, so you're ready to wipe. So if you're playing a full court game, you run down playing defense, run down, play offense, run down, play defense, you're wiping. That's 3 times. Let's go back forward. Offense, defense, offense. All right, that's 3 times, right? Defense, maybe that 4 times, depending if someone calls a timeout, there's a stoppage, someone calls a foul. You're going to have to wipe almost every 3 to 4 times. Now, I have played on over 5 different courts on this, so I can tell you on even the worst surfaces, it still bites hard, but then it gives up. And if I zoom in here, you can kind of, let's see. Come on, focus. You got it? No, it's not getting it. I'll pick it up. There is a lot of dust on this, guys. Hopefully it picks it up. This thing, even if with a lot of dust, it was still biting, but you have to wipe. So I'm not going to say this is a great traction, but I'm going to say it's good. It's enjoyable. You can trust it. And it's something that there have been reports that the solid rubber options have been much better, where you don't have to wipe nearly as much, but you're still getting that same bite. Now, this is something that is fairly durable. It's fairly deep. So for the price, again, you're getting a good value where you can wear this off court, on court. You can definitely enjoy the shoe. And again, kind of goes with the rest of the shoe. It is really good in points, but just not great. I don't know what I'm titling this video, but this to me is the best worst shoe of 2019. And I say that because a lot of players have had a lot of negative thoughts on this shoe, and to all of them I understand. I can say, yeah, the support isn't that great. Yes, the materials are not that great. Yeah, the traction, you have to wipe maybe more than you want to. All these things are true, but at the same time, and this is where, if you guys saw my last video, when I talk about personal preference, this is shoe that I had a lot of fun in. And I can tell you guys, there's a lot of negative aspects of this shoe, but I can also tell you what is good about it. The fit is amazing. It's lightweight. The cushion feels fantastic. The traction is durable. It gives you a nice solid bite, at least initially. Maybe wait for a solid traction outsole. So there's a lot of good points of the shoe, especially at the price point. But at the same time, I absolutely understand all the issues someone might have with this. Hey, I need a higher top because I need more support. I want to feel more stable. I wish I had a little more energy return. The materials are just kind of cheap. I don't think they're going to take the forces I'm putting on it. All those things are true. But I can tell you guys, I had a lot of fun. It was fantastic. Just as a side note, I know someone asked, I have been able to use my Velocity insoles in here, our Raptor insoles, and it just takes it up a level. This, with our Velocity insoles and this cushion, you're really getting max cushion, T-Mac Millennium kind of setup for something that's a fraction of the cost. So if you're looking for a max cushion setup, this is definitely something that works where you're not giving up a ton of cushion. For a lot of the players out there who, if you want to transition from something with a lot of court feel, but you don't want to get something too cushioned, this is a nice middle ground. This is really fantastic, and I can't say enough how much fun I had playing in this shoe. All right, that was part 1. Stick around. We're going to have part 2 talking about these two guys back here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel below, and as always, comment down below, and I definitely try to read and hit you guys back. As always, this is Levi Sneaker Years. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll come back at you later.